I don't know if that was...
How are you today?
It's a morning session.
Different energy, though. I feel it. It's good.
I know. We know how this usually goes. A little bit feral.
It's Fantastic Friday, though.
Oh, yeah. I was going to put hashtag Freaky Friday in our Slack.
So typical of you.
I know. But I was like, too much. Don't. You know what? Just don't.
I'd have a new slide at the company meeting if you put Freaky Friday.
Of like what not to do.
Correct.
How to not communicate in Slack. I am very proud though, because I think I have, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but people other than you and me, because I know I shared it with you when I first started, reacting to Slack with the saluting emoji.
Yeah.
People, it's become a trend.
I love it.
Me too.
I saluted this morning.
I love saluting because it's just like, yep, I'll do it.
Yep.
Today we're talking about branding.
Okay.
Our brand.
Much more my speed.
So I have 4 questions. I was hoping to chew down a question a minute.
Okay.
Can you
Rapid
share...
fire, baby.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe we could put like fire effects. Can you share a brief overview of your business brand?
Our business brand. Debug. Trust. That's a big component of it. You know, caring, whether it's the customers, the employees, the community. I mean, I think that like if I had like 2, I don't want to get too in the weeds, like 2 big things. Trust us because we care about you and your property and your family.
What about the glamour side of it?
The glamour side.
Yeah, like the physical side. If someone's looking at your brand, what do you think? How would you describe it?
This is much more. We should have the marketing director in here for this, but
I know.
I would say that I would want people to see, like, one of our core values is good vibes, right? I would think they want to see, like, hey, there's some really good energy with this company. They're happy, which means their employees are happy, which means like they're going to come here motivated to give us good service. And I also want to support companies that are taking care of their people. And so I hope people see that, like this friendly, inviting company that they want to do business with.
What inspired you to start this version of this brand?
I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I think that like on a deeper level, I like to make people happy.
You do. You are so nice.
And so
Crazy.
This is a good way for me to serve that calling, I guess. Like is the way I can do it. I mean, I only have so much money to give to people. I only have so much time. But if I can provide for people's families or help them provide for their families. Look, I mean, short of hitting Powerball, we all have to come to work, right? So I want people to feel good about coming in every day, feel like they're making a difference, feel like they're getting better and learning and growing and doing providing a great service for people, for businesses or homes. And if I can help provide that for everybody, I really want to. And so I don't like things. I don't like buy things. I think we talked about this. I'm a bit of a minimalist.
Oh yeah, I'm a maximalist.
I find a lot more joy in just seeing other people happy.
That's very kind of you.
Thanks. Thanks.
So I guess this kind of ties into this question: what core values guide your business decisions? And it's kind of, I would assume based on these answers, that it's just good energy, good vibes, just growing and moving on.
Yeah, all of our core values, I think, speak to that. It's whether it's the good vibes, or I think one of the things this year, especially one of the values that I've not done a good job of is the making tomorrow better than today, and that's really about getting better. And I think people, certainly I like to see that I've gotten better. It's hard, it's like losing weight, right? You look in the mirror every day and you go, oh, I don't look any different. But over a year, you look back and go, wow. If you just put in that 1% every day. And so I want to help people get better at their craft, feel more, more sense of pride and professionalism and accomplishment. And we can do that. I think we can do that by providing the education and the know-how, and then and also holding people accountable, right? Because like people want to get better, but they do sometimes have a hard time. Again, like with weight loss, right? Like, I didn't get to the gym today. But if you had someone, like people have gym buddies, right? Because they're like, if I knew I wasn't going to let somebody down. Yeah. So we can do the same thing here. I'm really excited about that. I think this is going to be a really big year for that.
I like that. And I can be a witness. When I first started, was waiting for something to come out because it almost seemed like too perfect. No, because you of course when you're starting a new job in the interview process, like each person is selling themselves
Sure.
to the other. And what do you do when you sell? You are just like 100% confident, even if realistically you're not yet,
Right.
but you want to make it like you are.
Yeah.
And so when I first started, I was like, no, everyone really is this nice and just vibing.
Yeah, I think too. I mean, I think back, I was very honest with you. I mean, I continue to be, but I was like, you had questions for me. And I was like, look, I don't really know the answers necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you, but we'll figure this out together
Yeah.
if you're game. And because otherwise, I'm just setting false expectations, and then you're going to be disappointed.
Right.
And that doesn't make any sense. So let's just be upfront and honest with each other, communicate, and let's get done. And if it doesn't work out, like that's okay too. I really,
Yeah.
JT always laughs at me, the leadership team. Like, I'm like, hey, look, if it's not a good fit here, they can go somewhere else. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, if it's not working out here, presumably it's because like they're not happy with something, right? I mean,
Right.
and so you deserve to be happy somewhere else. Like life's too
Right.
short. Don't stay here and be miserable. I'm not I'm not gonna be mad. I want you to be happy. So I think that served us well. I mean, and nobody's left here in over 10 years. I think like willingly, we have parted ways with a few people just because it wasn't a good fit. And all those, we have a 30-year, you took a great photo the other day with our LinkedIn post. And I think people came back and signed that don't work here anymore.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to like, we've left everything on good terms with folks. There's no bad blood. I just don't. That doesn't.
No bad blood.
Yeah, it just doesn't like that. I don't. That doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah, like the Taylor Swift.
Even if you like stole or something, like I'd be mad and we'd have to terminate the position. But like, I'm gonna guess like there's something going on in your life that led to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you've mentioned too, we've talked about in other episodes, at the end of the day, you have to remember like what's going on in their life. Because
Yeah.
clearly it's not always about our individual selves.
I think you're gonna see a big. I know certainly here we're big on empathy, and I think that you're gonna the businesses that really succeed over the next decade are really gonna have to be aware of that. It's like people deal with a lot of stuff, and you have to be empathetic to that. And I think if you are, I think you're gonna build an amazing team. You're really gonna separate yourself. Everybody's gonna be happier, and it's gonna show. And you'll win. You'll all win in the end. That's right.
Just kidding. Last question.
Yeah.
Can you share an experience where understanding your audience led to a successful business decision? Or you saw maybe major growth in this one decision?
Directly related to customers.
It can be anything. Because I think with a brand, it's scattered all throughout each department. When the techs go out, they represent a brand because they're wearing, they should be, their green shirts, khaki pants, boots, like, what I mean?
Yep.
With what we're posting, whether it's to your personal LinkedIn or to our social accounts, we're following a brand. That way when people start to see like, oh yeah, this is Debug.
Right.
Because I've seen it so many times, like, I know it.
Right.
With people on the phones, having a certain energy, where some of the office people get recognized in the reviews of like, oh yeah, I love so-and-so.
Yep.
She's always so great. So what do you think is a major decision that has created that?
I think it's more about like knowing those things, what we want to represent, and then just bringing in the quote unquote right people.
Yeah.
People that want to be invested with you and treat this. We're really lucky that people here treat this. They've ownership thinking, right? They think of it like it's their business, and they don't want anyone to hurt it, and they don't want to hurt it. And I think their decisions are founded in those core beliefs that like this is my business and I want to make sure that we do the right thing here, which another core value.
Always do the right thing.
So I think that's it. I think that there's been everyone's been super important. Everyone serves their role here, but there's been like some really big decisions along the way that I'm not as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, like I'm not risk adverse. And so I've made some decisions that maybe people that were like, that are super financial people, very, very, does it make sense? Numbers. Yeah. It would have said, Bill, it's not good. But a lot of it for me, it's like the mind's eye or the gut instinct. And it's like, I'm in this bit of a situation going on right now, a very similar situation that I think is going to help us go to the next level. And we'll talk more about that in coming months. But I'm really, just been there's some people along the way that took a leap of faith on me. That continues to be very meaningful to me. And I think that them and everybody else that just took a shot. Like I said this to somebody the other day. I said, I was a new hire. and we were sitting down, and he left a good job, in my opinion, to come here. And we talked for a while. I gave him a backstory on, try to do a kind of a history of debug, a little
Yeah.
timeline thing, who I am and how this came to be and everything. And at the end of it, I said, I just want to say thank you. I said, this, like, yes, it's a big decision when we hire someone. We're taking a chance, right? Like you said, we're kind of selling each other, and I really appreciate. I know you appreciate the job, but I said it's not lost on me that this is a big decision for you,
Right.
and I'm really grateful that you would decide to take a shot on us, man. And I'll do everything in my power not to let you down. And he was like, I think a little taken aback. He was like, "You're welcome."
Well, I think that's all I have.
That was a great interview, great discussion.
Yeah.
Because you provided as much feedback, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm trying to provide, but not over provide. Because then we're just, we talk so much.
Yeah,
Which is good. I'm just trying to be mindful of the transitions. Because then sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, there's no way out of this. People are going to be so confused. So we have to keep it in.
Repurpose this stuff.
2 for 1. Done.
So I knew it. 8:39 to be done.